Sumit, a lot of water has flown under this bridge, but it's difficult to contextualize what kind of a neighbor we are dealing with. There obviously are repeat reprobates. It's a country that continues to harp on lies that they won the 65, the 71 war. It's a country that continues to talk about secularism when we already know what's happened to the minorities in Pakistan themselves. Even if you look at the Muslim minorities, the Ahmadiyas, and then the Mujahirs, it's very, very relevant that Pakistan is least tolerant towards any other religious outlook, and let alone Hindus. What we are seeing at this point in time is an exaggeration of a pride that was perhaps cemented in 1947 but lost out somewhere close to 1948, immediately after the First War was lost, and continues unabated at this point in time as well. Mr. Munir, the 4-star general who seems to be in hiding at this point in time, does not understand that this Katora diplomacy that they are in fact banking on is not going to allow them to win a war against India. Ambassador Mukherjee is absolutely right that their nuclear weapons are perhaps already collateralized, Sumit, with the IMF. Perhaps even Elon Musk has given them money and asked them for their nukes back. This is the status of Pakistan today. What, like they say in Hindi, kis muh se ladai karenge, Sumit?
Vinny, thank you for having me on your show. This is not an army you're talking about. These are terrorists. Munir is the biggest mullah Maulana of the world. He's the most dangerous terrorist of the world. Iman, Taqwa, Jihad, Fizibillah is the motto of the army. Usually terrorist organizations have such motto. We believe in Allah and will do jihad in the name of Allah. This is a full-fledged army, trust wali army. Then Tera Mera Kya Rishta, La ilaha illallah. Anywhere, any terrorist organization in the world, ISI will Tera Mera Kya Rishta, La ilaha illallah. Hum bhi Musalman, tum bhi Musalman, chalo kaam karte. That is the motto and the mission what they work on. Vinny, this man was head of MI. This man was head of ISI. And let me remind you, sir, he was the architect of Pulwama. And when this man becomes the army chief, his only credit to his testimony or his laurels is he's a Hafiz Quran. He can recite Quran verbatim. And whenever there are meetings and all, when kuch nahi bol pata, then he starts reciting Quran. Today, his family is out of Pakistan. They send his family out. He's hiding in a bunker and he's asking his men, bahar tope kitni hai? Bahar log kitne anti-aircraft gun lagaya kya? He's scared of his life. But the problem with the Pakistanis is that perennial Hindu hatred, that hatred against Bharat, that hatred against Hindu has gone into the blood, it has gone into DNA. And the problem with the DNA is that you marry within your cousins. 70% of the marriages happen within cousins. Chacha, mama, batija, bua, right? And 1/4 of the children born out of those marriages have genetic disorders. So there is some kind of a perpetual genetic disorder which has creeped into the population, with the population 33% being diabetic and 10 to 15%, there was a survey done 15 years back, have a mental ailment. And 1/4 of them are carriers of genetic diseases. What do you expect from that rotten lot to think? When your brain are rotten, your DNA is corrupt and your DNA is hardly, is dying with every passing day. You can talk this. I was very angry and fuming when the one Pakistani parliamentarian said कि हम राम मंदिर में जाके बाबरी मस्जिद बनाएंगे और पाकिस्तान का सिपह सालार आसिम मुनीर वहां से अजान देगा. मैंने कहा इस जन्म में तो नहीं होगा. He has to be born another life. And Pakistanis should realize one thing, Vineet. Now the mood of the Indian army is not Balakot. It is not surgical strike. It is GHQ Rawalpindi. And if this man is not so scared, why did he send his family out? If this man is not so scared, why is he hiding in the bunker? If everything is right in Pakistan, China, UK, America, why did everybody ask their diplomatic staff to send their families back? Why are they going to all the Islamic world and pleading, bhai bachalo, Modi ji se baat kar lo? That is the reality of Pakistan. But the mullah military nexus which thinks they are the elite of the Pakistan, and being those mullahs and military nexus which gives them the power, which gives them the privilege, which they run these Shahri, what do you call that, Fauji Foundation, Askari and Bahriya, gives them $100 billion of revenue and $18 billion of profit, and uncrowned kings of Pakistan. This is the only army which has lost all the wars, and what Basmati ma'am rightly said, but won all the elections, and yet they have laurels on their chest. I don't know where did they get it from. They must have, Xi Jinping must have sent one container from China, ki yaar tum laga lo, 8 sab laga lo. I mean, what are the laurels of Munir? What has Munir done? Which war has he won? I mean, this is the hypocrisy. Even when they question him on the military doctrine, कुरान की आयतें बोलना शुरू हो जाता है और फिर सबको ताली बजानी पड़ती है, क्या करे भाई, रहना वहां पे. So, and let me tell you one thing, he told that, खुदा ने बनाया मदीना 1300 साल पहले, and after 1300 years खुदा made what? Pakistan. But unfortunately, even Khuda did not know, within 75 years, these nincompoops will screw it up. The idea of Pakistan is gone, and after this war, there will be no Pakistan. It will be broken into 4 small countries, and the people of Pakistan will be liberated from this mullah military nexus. And how can you have a radicalized mullah running the army? This is the agony of Pakistan. You might have Hafiz Sayyid as radicalized, okay, he looks. You might take Maulana Dizzle is like this, he looks. You might take, Jaish Muhammad guy is like this, he looks. But this is a clean shaved mullah. This mullah is more dangerous than anybody. Yes, tell me, Vineet, what is the difference between him and Nasrallah? What is the difference between him and Ismail Haniya? And what is the difference between him and who is heading Houthis? There is no difference. They are all the same kind. Qasim Soleimani also did not have that image, but you know how dangerous he was. Again, this man is exactly something of that, something of that stature, and you know what has to be done with such people. They have to be settled as soon as possible and set on a departing journey from earth. Anyway, you are interested in virgins and whatever 72 virgins and all that. Why are you facing this agony of earth? Why don't you go to the next world and enjoy the liberties and life there? And that is the children you have been always fed, and that is what they are trying to do. Today they are fighting for their existential crisis. We need all the jingoism and rhetoric is can they scare Bharat? And I want to make one appeal, sir. I want to make one appeal with folded hands to the Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji. Rajnath Singh ji, sir, time has come. India should declare we scrap no first use policy of nukes. Do it, they will be shitting in their pants. Just do it. एक बार announce कर दीजिए मोदी जी. They won't even dare to talk of this Islamic bomb and Mullah Obama, whatever bomb they talk. Let's India declare this policy, scrap this policy of no first use. India says we don't have this no first use as a policy. We can use whatever we think, whenever we think. I'm telling you, they will run away from Pakistan. There will be a charter.
Let me
running away from Pakistan.
So let me